Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. All are welcome on this channel. And all contributions highly appreciated. Collective, we're starting off with prioritize reflection. So there's a need for you to prioritize what you see in the mirror. There is a need for you to be mindful about how you are feeling. And so this is spirit nudging you to be mindful of how you feel when you are around certain people in particular. Be mindful, not anxious or nervous, but to take in accountability any repetition of feeling a certain way when you are in the presence of certain people or you are in a particular environment. So this could mean possibly there's a person or a place that you go to be making you feel some kind of way about yourself. Your energy could go from up to down. Maybe you wake up feeling happy and upbeat, and all of a sudden, something may make you feel some type of way, and you don't know why. You just feel different from what you felt earlier. Well, Spirit is saying, you could be empathic or simply just picking up on other people's energy. You could be intuitive and not aware of your gifts. And this could be something that is happening consistently, to you. Now, you could also be someone who does not believe in, intuitive abilities. And it's okay. All are welcome on this channel. Does not matter what your belief system is or your preference. Okay. So either way, you may have been maybe teeter-tottering back and forth mentally about, what your belief system is, what is it you stand for, what do you believe in. You could be questioning things when it comes to maybe a religion, if you are involved in any kind of religion, or if spirituality is something for you to indulge in, because both of them are two different things. But you also could be questioning maybe different people that are around you, okay, as well. So you're in the energy. It clearly looks like that you are being prepared to enter an awakening. Now, in life, we have several awakenings. It does not just happen at one time, okay? And that's it, just like when it comes to shadow work. When it comes to surrendering and healing, it is a process, okay? And there are times where you have to constantly tap into those areas to do the work in your life. It is a consistent process that as you move forward, one will learn to be grateful and thankful for. And so clearly, there is someone or an environment that you are constantly going around or being around, and you're picking up on their energy. Now, you could be someone who, you set yourself high. You have high sights for yourself. You see yourself doing wonderful things, okay? You are someone who's willing to, welcome in positive energy, but maybe the people who you hang around, okay, endure. Oh, wow. Spirit said you're enduring these people. So you're tolerating these people. You could be tolerant of someone that you know is not on your frequency. You could be hanging on to a friendship connection or a love connection, okay? And this person is not on your page. Now, that does not mean that they are a bad person, okay? When I say on my channel, I'm speaking for myself, that someone isn't on your frequency, that doesn't mean that they're negative. That doesn't mean that they're horrible. That just means you have nothing in common with them. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to get in the energy of disconnect. It's going to be time for you to separate yourself and be willing to do so wholeheartedly, meaning without conflict within yourself. You don't need to be wavering back and forth in your mind about who you are, or should I have stopped talking to them? Oh, let me call them and text them. I haven't talked to them. That's my BFF. We go way back. No, 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 no. The reason you're feeling this energy, the need to prioritize your reflection, is because you are feeling affected lately, and Spirit is picking up, your spirit, is picking up on other people's energy, and it's affecting you. And Source is saying they don't want you to move forward with the idea. They don't want you out here all willy nilly. Maybe you know somebody that use that word or say that willy nilly. Okay, they don't or all open out here spiritually. Okay, because the people you are around, they're just not on your frequency. You have nothing in common with these people. And so you may hang around them because maybe they are family or maybe you go way back. This does not mean you have to be angry with these people. Don't take it that way. This does not mean that they're bad people. You just have nothing in common with them. Collective, you could also, male or female, gender is fluid and tarot, you could also be dating someone that is not on your page, that is not on your level, that just you have nothing in common. Okay. And so there's a need for you to just make an adjustment and acknowledge it. Because the longer you keep yourself in the now, yeah, it's saying take action. There's a need for you to take action expeditiously. The longer that you deny it, the more you're just inflicting stagnation onto yourself. And the more you're going to feel like everything is, out of whack or not where it needs to be. It's going to feel upside down to you, okay? It's going to feel that way until you make the decision to move on and be strong. You have to disconnect. You have to disconnect from these people. And Spirit is saying, do not forget that, the divine can bless you and will bless you with new people to share your life with and experiences with. And no one is putting your life will be here forever. So things will change, okay? All right. So there's no need for you to sacrifice yourself. So what happens when we choose to be around people whom we have nothing in common with? We often end up sacrificing our happiness and opportunity for ourselves. So you have free will, but Spirit is, conveying this message because this is for someone who really needs to hear it. The day that you choose to take the time to love yourself and plant the seed and disconnect from this person or this place that you go to often. This could be a hangout spot. This could be someone's house. Okay, this could be a certain bar that you go to, but it's the environment. It is not for you, collective. It is just not for you. It's bothering your aura and your energy. Now, once again, it does not mean that there's something wrong with this bar. It's just not for you. It's affecting your energy and your aura, and it's affecting your mood so much. It has you questioning what's going on. So this message is coming through to give you confirmation of what it is. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, you have free will. They're saying, but let them know that means that they're sacrificing their own opportunities. It's time to plant the seed for yourself so that you can meet the right people and have the experiences that you want to accomplish. Okay. It's all about your perception, but you have to disconnect and have no ups given, not looking back, not calling people and, oh, I just want to see how you're doing, that kind of energy. No, these people are not for you. And Spirit is saying that you're aware of this, that you have been fighting this disconnect. Okay. They're saying that ship has sailed. Allow it to. Don't run after that ship. That ship is gone. You see the chain? You see the chain, and she's holding the chain with the anchor? That ship has sailed. It's gone. So there's no need to stand there waiting. There's no need to contact anybody or reach out. Yeah, you're going through a spiritual awakening, and divine will put you alone so that you can, fine tune your spiritual connection, but as well as develop yourself. Okay. Develop yourself spiritually speaking. And be able and learn how to stand in your power and become more resilient, okay? There's something about you being around a lot of people constantly. Also, you're unable to, there's a lot of friction around you. You're unable to pick up on downloads and messages, okay? Your spirit guides want you to know that, okay? But you know the best case scenario. You know what is best for you. You're very smart. You already know what is best for you. If you desire to see the big changes in your life that you have been manifesting and the kind of energy that you reside in, male or female, gender is fluid and tarot, but such as the beauty that is depicted on these cards. It is the energy and the vibration of someone who loves themselves, with the makeup and the hair, metaphorically speaking, as I convey this part of the message. But it is the energy of someone who cares about themselves, pours into themselves, and is very gentle and easy with themselves. Okay. And so you could be hanging around people who's not into, maybe you like to go get facials. Maybe they're not into that. You may mention, let's go get a facial. Don't nobody do that. You uppity. You see what I'm saying? And then one word lead to another because somebody had too much tequila, and and then you fall out with somebody. It's because I'm giving you an example. Metaphorically speaking, this is just an example. It's because you're not on the same page. You're into self-love, self-care. You believe in the finer things in life. And if you don't have it, you're willing to do the work for it. These people you're hanging around, they're not into those things. You're very tapped into your sensual side. And you're becoming very spiritual. And these people aren't. And it's okay for them to not be spiritual. Spirit is saying. This doesn't mean that they're bad people. They're having me repeat that. Oh, somebody need to hear that real bad. Real bad. It just means that they're not on your page. And the more you force yourself, you will find yourself having friction with a person or people. There will be constant conflict, little small petty arguments that can turn into something popping up out of nowhere. That's because you're forcing yourself, male or female, to be around people who are not on your level. You have to mesh with like-minded energy. If you're someone who you feel you need to be in the presence of others, they have to be like-minded or it will not work. And you could have already experienced some different arguments and disagreements that you often fish-eyed, like, what the world? What are they tripping on? And it made you feel some kind of way. And they don't want you feeling some kind of way because you are a beautiful person, male or female. You are worthy of being loved. Don't allow, energies around you to project their energy and insecurities on you so much, with maybe teasing or mocking you or starting small fights with you or wanting to spat with you, or you're having a conversation. As soon as you present your idea, someone has a problem with it. And that's on purpose. Spirit is saying these people are being spitefully rude to you on purpose. It is a spiritual nudge, and you are being tested as well to see, can or will you disconnect? Is the collective ready to move forward? Are they okay with disconnecting from people who don't serve them? Do they know how to tune out and ignore the nonsense? Well, the best way to ignore it is make sure you're not putting yourself around it. Okay? All right. Life is for the living. They want you to start living your life today, but be around the right energy. Okay? Your spirit doesn't want to fight anymore. They're like, give it up. These are not our people. I just got my lashes done. These are not my people. Just make sure you establish healthy boundaries, collective, healthy boundaries. And don't you ever let anybody get the best of your energy. People show you who they are, just disengage and don't interact with them. Okay? Let a goofy be goofy by themselves. And the goofy folks know who they are. They feel goofy. They wake up goofy. They look goofy. They walk goofy. They talk goofy. They're goofy. Let nobody get the best of you, collective. Got you second guessing who you are. Reclaim your energy. Okay? 10 toes down. Okay? All right? Reclaim your energy. And as you begin to disconnect and practice self-preservation, and as you choose to simply move on, you will show people and teach people how to interact with you and how to respect you, and you will respect them in the same. Okay, it's not a one-way street, but you're making things crystal clear of who you are. And this awakening is teaching you how to fight differently. You don't have to fight in the physical. You know, you don't, just because you see this beautiful lady here with boxing gloves on, this doesn't represent fighting physically. This isn't an expectation of what a person normally does. There's many ways you can choose to fight, but you don't have to deplete yourself. You can fight in the right way just by choosing yourself each and every day. And if it doesn't make you feel good, if it isn't supporting or nourishing your soul or uplifting you, then never bless don't never bless a peasant with your presence. Later.